Watch this woman. She's crying as she sees two people kissing in the other room. Suddenly someone calls out to her, asking if she's okay. She says nothing happened, she's fine, and invites him in. Nikki goes to the cake table, but she doesn't look excited. The guy reappears, saying how beautiful she looks. Was she crying? It must be the thrill of seeing the surprise he prepared, right? He's Charles, Nikki's boyfriend. She says yes. She's very sensitive and didn't imagine that he would surprise her like that. The woman says that they prepared everything for her with great care, as they're very good friends. She thanks him, says that in addition to being a good friend, she's a great decorator. Nikki excuses herself as she's going to touch up her makeup. She was very emotional about all this surprise. Daniel says he'll see if Nikki needs any help. Karen suspects that Nikki is having an affair with Daniel. Charles doesn't think this is possible, but she remains suspicious, but Charles thinks Daniel is inoffensive and says he would never do something like that. Charles wants to continue what they were doing before they were interrupted. Nikki is actually crying in the room. Daniel appears and notices her condition. She's heartbroken. She doesn't understand why her boyfriend did that to her. She's sad for having found out about everything today, on her birthday. Daniel asks if it would have made a difference if she had found out on another day. But she says yes. Her birthday is a very special date for her, which should be a happy and exciting day. But now she will remember like the day that Charles cheated her. Daniel asks what would make her happy right now. A gift? People? Nikki replies that she doesn't care about those things. What she wanted now was to go out. Go to a park. Have ice cream. Look at the landscape, enjoy nature. Daniel responds that the day isn't over yet, they can still do those things. Nikki says she doesn't have time. Soon the guests start arriving, she can't leave them behind. Daniel remembers that she just said that it doesn't matter to her, so they should go out and do what she wants. She says he's right, they should go. Karen asks why Charles is so restless. He says it's been half an hour and Nikki still hasn't come back. She doesn't understand the concern, and Riley says that Nikki is in very good company. Charles decides to go after his girlfriend. Karen doesn't accompany him, she just watches him. Nikki and Daniel are talking. He says he can't imagine how she was able to leave everything because of a bad influence. How could she give up doing what she liked, going out, enjoying nature, because her boyfriend? Nikki says she loved nature, in fact she still does, as Daniel well knows, as they used to go for walks long before. She'd given up all of that for Charles, but now, after what she'd seen, she'd completely changed her mind. He asks if Nikki remembers when they sat in the park eating ice cream and listening to the birds. She says she remembers it clearly, and would like to relive it. She asks if she can confess something. He says yes, she can talk. Nikki confesses that she has nothing in common with Charles. They shouldn't be together. She should be with someone she has more things in common with. Like Daniel. She takes it back saying this is all in her head. They're just good friends, and continue to walk. Charles says she isn't. Karen doesn't understand. He says Nikki isn't there, she's gone. The tracker says she's at the park. He'll have to go after her. Karen asks if he wants company, but he denies it, saying he's going alone. Daniel suddenly stops, and asks why can't be him. They've known each other for so long. They think alike. Plus he confesses that he really likes her. They hear someone clapping. It's Charles, who caught them in the act. He ironically congratulates them for the show. Nikki is really easy to get, isn't? Daniel gets angry and says he won't allow him to talk about her like that. Charles wants to know why. Daniel replies that it's because he likes her. Nikki asks them to calm down. Daniel realizes this is too much for him to handle. He says Nikki better sort out her boyfriend issues, and leaves. Charles says they have a lot to talk about. Nikki responds that they have nothing to talk about. She saw everything. She saw him kissing Karen, who used to be her best friend. He asks if she's going crazy, but Nikki replies that she must have been crazy the moment she decided to date him. She calls him a bad character and never wants to see him again. Charles asks her to stop the drama, to go home where they can talk better, but she won't let herself be manipulated by him anymore. She orders him never to touch her again. The relationship is over. She never wants to see him again. Daniel is walking, sad, thinking about how foolish he was to confess everything to Nikki. She goes after him, manages to reach him, going to talk to him. Daniel says he ruined her birthday. Nikki thinks it's absurd that he thinks that. He helped her see everything that was going on, that she was with the wrong person. He says he still ruined her special day since it's an important day. Nikki realizes that a special day is not the most important thing. She learned that what really matters is enjoying the good times in life and building memories with the people you really love. She needs to confess something else. Now she knows why she gets nervous whenever she's around him, and always gets butterflies in her stomach when they're talking. Daniel thought this would never happen. She asks what he thinks about forgetting everything that happened and going out for something to eat. The day isn't over yet, so she can still enjoy her birthday, this time with him. Finding true love in a friend is discovering treasure in the most unexpected place. Stay tuned. Love may be closer than you think.